We're having day 7 of the Pranic Process Online. I hope everybody hears and sees me well. Let's see how we send this link. Today, we invite you to tune into your hearts. And we're going to speak a little about how to get rid of the things that are triggering you. Right? So there are things in your life that are holding you down, that are... We're having day 7 of the Pranic Process Online. I hope everybody hears and sees me well. So things that are triggering you, that are weighting you down, that are making you feel in a certain way, and your energy goes in a certain way. So eventually those things can, to some degree, shrink your energy. So your energy shrinks, your body responds in a way that you feel disconnected, you feel uncomfortable, and you can also feel more hungry than before, because we're talking now about how to also let go of certain cravings. Some of those cravings are linked to certain modes of operating in your mind. So, for example, we were talking the other day about the attachment to time. Time is a mind agreement, man-made mind agreement that we created so that we can meet and have agreed, meeting points and meeting hours and stuff like that, because otherwise everyone will just show up at a different time frame. But there's another layer to this when a group is bound together, when there's a shared harmony in a group. What happens is that we all work together all the time, and there's a specific rhythm that has to happen for those people to meet. So, for example, one is not ready yet, is not prepared energetically to join the meeting. One is, his mind is somewhere else. One is still processing work stuff. One is, and to be having the perfect cocktail, we have to synchronize not only the hours, but also the energies in a certain group. So what we do is actually we operate beyond time, and in a very, very subtle way of meeting. And that's how things will go. The more we raise our vibration, the more we will eventually go in a synchronistic instead of synchronized way. So what this means is that things tend to arrange themselves, these serendipitous moments when you meet a certain person on the street, even though you haven't scheduled it, or you get a certain call at the exact right moment where you needed to find out an answer about something, for example. Or you want to catch a bus and you are late, but eventually the bus is late too, so you're both at the same time. That's the synchronistic way of operating live. And the synchronized way is when you push yourself to be in a certain place at a certain time, which, can detract you from other activities and stuff like that. I've always learned the harmony in groups with the no time, factor, which means, for example, when I join a group, when I joined the community in my city recently, a few months ago, we were sometimes scheduling meetings and they didn't really happen, but and sometimes not scheduling anything, and we would just meet on the street. So as soon as I landed in the city center, for example, it was as if everybody has scheduled the same daily walk in the same place without us talking to each other. So I would meet one member of the group and talk about something, and then the next member of the group and talk about something else. And by the end of the day, every important meeting would have taken place without us calling each other, without us scheduling anything, and without us even, thinking of organizing this meeting, right? And every time I would meet someone, they were saying, "Oh, I was just thinking of you the other day, and I was meaning to call you, but I thought I didn't have time." There you are. You do have time, yet you have time on a different bandwidth. So that's what's happening to time nowadays. It starts to get more and more wobbly, and we just align to that, and we sometimes move our meetings, we sometimes cancel or move certain things according to that, because my most important aim is harmony. So until I feel that a group is ready, I just, do my activities just don't align in some way to meeting with that group for some reason. And no matter how much effort I would try, and normally I don't put effort, but no matter how much I would focus to that time frame, it just keeps eluding in some way, because there's another time frame that must be synchronized for us to meet. So we invite you to look at life in that way. That doesn't mean to completely miss your meetings and, be with the head in the clouds, like friends are telling me. But it means to feel at a deeper level what's the right time for the right activities. And that's a very, very tricky thing sometimes. Because at the beginning it requires some fine-tunement. I thank you everyone for being here. I thank you for joining again today. Thanks the ones on Facebook and Insta for watching, and we'll be with you for about half an hour, and then we're moving deeper into the sharing with the whole group that is subscribed to the Save Day program that we do for energy upgrade. I invite you to ask questions on whatever you're hearing, or anything on energy upgrade, pranic nourishment, lighter diet, and juice detox that we're talking about. And but mostly we are now talking about the challenge and what is challenging people these days. I'm seeing people in the group being challenged with illness, and with the illness comes the programming of doing certain things just to have better health results. But we invite you to look at the possibility of your health being operated in a different way now, and certain symptoms might just be purification, so you don't have to put back in the toxins that you were used to, but instead remove the toxins that you were using to ingest. The best thing is to try to eat lighter when you're challenged with your health. Eat lighter and eat very high-powered, nutritious food instead of the usual food. When challenged with your health, avoid all animal products, because you are, I think I've said that the other day, but I'm just gonna repeat it. When you're eating animal flesh, you're reinstalling, like on a hard drive, the programming of suffering, illness, disease, fear that animals have been experiencing while they were suffering, while they were raised and then killed for your nourishment. So when you're in an illness, the point is to raise your energy, and that's the only focus, not to decrease it, because when you decrease your energy, you're going back into the frequency of illness, and that is maintaining itself. So I wish I'd seen all the detox methods on all the walls during this pandemic, yet I didn't see any of it. I just see the thing that you have to wash your hands and wear a mask. The detox methods that would have accelerated the healing of humanity were nowhere to be seen on the general public display. And we have to wonder why. However, we will share them right now because it's very easy to get out of illness and into health when you detox. One of the most important things is to clear your digestive system and your colon. And because there you produce the healthy gut bacteria that are helping your immune system to thrive. So in order to detox that, you might want to be on liquids for a few days, as we were saying at the beginning of this process, so that your gut can rest and that it creates new bacteria, new healthy bacteria, while you are also cleansing it. Another important thing is to help it with probiotics. Probiotics are the things that are helping gut bacteria to thrive, the healthy gut bacteria. So a few of them would be kombucha. You might want to get a pen and paper. I'm getting a download on detox today. So the favorite ones are kombucha, which is a tea made of ancient mushroom that grows with caffeine or theine and sugar, and it gives back vitamins like vitamin B, vitamin C, many other vitamins, and it detoxes and heals the cells very powerfully. So kombucha can be found in most health stores, but can also be made at home. I'm personally making a lot of it in big jars, and it's very affordable and easy to make and maintain because it's multiplying itself. So I started from a small SCOBY, and now I have 5 or 6 jars of kombucha in my house. Another important thing is for detox is sauerkraut juice. Again, very affordable, easy to find. We here find it in the local market. We have local producers that are making sauerkraut and sauerkraut juice, and we just buy it from them because it's natural. But if you don't have a local market that has that stuff, there's also online and you can order. Some clients from US, they didn't find it in the local market and they ordered it. That's very good again for vitamin C, vitamin B, very powerful colon and liver and kidney detox, and very energizing, revitalizing. You can drink it, for example, early in the morning, and then you have to go to toilet, so don't do it right before going out the door. Don't drink that. Or in the evening, well, before going to sleep, you can have a cup of sauerkraut juice, and it will clean your bowel, and then you will sleep like a baby. Very good for health, very energizing. We in traditional medicine here in Romania would treat almost any illness by drinking sauerkraut juice. Also terminal illnesses are having that as a recommendation, so you might want to try it. It's also again a very powerful probiotic, but also does many other things in the body like detox and revitalization. Vegan yogurt is something we recommend. I just found a very interesting brand yesterday at Lidl, very affordable, made of coconut. I'm looking forward to trying it. I wasn't in the mood to taste the other day, but maybe today I'll try. Very good for gut bacteria, and coconut is in general very good for digestive system, and it's also very calming, and it clears and energizes the kidneys. So you can also drink coconut water during your detox process for cleansing your kidneys and energizing your kidneys. That's very good. And rehydration, very good for dehydrated bodies, especially when you have fever and such. Watermelon juice, is again very good, and I drink it during the summer in large quantities. So I have days when I only have watermelon juice. I mix it with lemon, which is weird to some people, and I mix it with ginger. Again, weird but very good tasting. So my favorite recipe is watermelon juice with lemon and ginger. It's very powerful detox, cleansing the colon and the digestive system, liver, kidneys. This book contains some detox method. I might not say them all now, if depending on what I remember or download, but if you check this book out, the Pranic World book, you might find all the methods that I'm referring to and more, and they are better explained. So you find it on Amazon and in Kindle version as well. So these will be the easiest, do it at home. Detox methods, of course, Epsom salt bath with Himalayan salt that extracts the toxins out of your cells and calms the mind and clears the energy field. You can add essential oils. We're going to have an entire discussion on essential oils in the day to come. And there's also some plasters that you can apply on the soles of the feet. They are usually made in Chinese culture with tourmaline and some herbs and some, tourmaline and herbs mainly, that you apply on the soles of the feet while you're sleeping, and they just make a very good drainage of lymph and relax the muscle in your feet, and also detox the lymph system, the blood, and the internal organs, because the soles of the feet are actually very good energy centers or chakras through which you release toxins. So when you apply those on the soles of your feet during the sleep, you will wake up revigorated and detoxed, and your feet and body will be much more relaxed. I won't recommend a specific brand. I don't know what's available in your country. Or actually, I can send you a link of the ones that I'm using. But mainly, just look up on the internet detox plasters for the soles of the feet, or feet detox plasters or something like that. I think you can find. I find them locally in the health stores that we have. So we have quite good health stores, and they have interesting products, and I love them. So that's the basic. I will tell you even basic than that. Drink green tea every day if you don't have any indication, from your doctor or someone to not drink it. Drink green tea every day instead of coffee. I was telling you yesterday about the prebiotic, which is producing gut bacteria. Which is chicory, the chicory root that you can make it in. It's made into a powder, and you can drink it instead of coffee. I would recommend it with vegetarian milk, vegan milk. I prefer coconut milk in any way, shape, or form. And that's also, but that's better for energizing. I'm looking for a word now for a tea that is very strong in detox, but I have to find the name in English of that plant. I think the plant name is game, but make sure you check it out. It's a plant that is very bitter, very, very bitter. And in Romanian we call it pelin. So I will just share the name in the comments with you in case you want to look it up and find some more details about it, but that's how we call it in Romania, and I found the translation for it as being the game plant. Let's check it out and see. That's to be drunk with moderation, because it has some effects, on the brain. You can get really lightheaded if you drink too much. So I wouldn't recommend more than half a cup actually per day, and you have to drink some warm soups during that day, because it raises the energy very high up, and you can find yourself quite lightheaded, or you know, it accelerates certain qualities of the vata dosha, which is the lightheaded, ungrounded quality of the Ayurvedic medicine. So not drink too much of that, and then combine it with some products that are more grounding. You know, you can take some sesame, some ground sesame or tahini during that day, which is made into a paste. You know, tahini grounded and made into a paste, and it's very good for, you know, it detoxes the liver, and it's also good for grounding. And you can have some, you know, potato soup or lentil soup or something like that if you drink that tea, because you'll feel quite lightheaded if you drink several days in a row. But very, very good for detox. I'm just looking if you have any questions so far. This topic can be very, very deeply expanding. We have many recommendation on this. We recommend as well sauna. If you don't have any condition that prevents you from doing that, we recommend the float tank, where you can immerse yourself fully into magnesium with into, you know, Epsom salt with sea salt. So they are usually in a clinic here in Romania, these float tanks, and the combination of water and salt is very high. So you have 500 kilos of salt in that tank, and it keeps you really in a floating position. So it's not really like your bathtub. It allows you to go very deep in a meditation and feel quite expanded because of the floating sensation. And they recommend that the minimum experience is for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half in that float tank. It's something that I'm doing quite often, especially when I feel my body that is tired or has a lot of toxins. And I highly recommend it to the people that are into detox, especially on a pranic path, because it clears many things from your body, and it can also heal many illnesses, you know, that have to do with muscular contraction, bone pains, articulation, pain in articulations, and many arthritis, all these things, and also depression and bad digestion and PMS and many. You have to look for the benefits of float tank and the benefits of magnesium in general, and you will see how powerful this is. So these are just a few methods of detox that we recommend, and we highly recommend them, especially when you have an illness or a flu or something like that. If you can't go to a clinic, you can make the similar combination, but it won't be so high in salt. You can make it at home, and you can combine salt with water and Epsom salt and detox at home with some essential oils. But the effect in the float tank is more powerful because of the meditative state that it produces with the floating. So I would love to know, the people in the process, if you have any questions, if you have anything to add or ask. And I'm also gonna end the video on Facebook and Insta soon. I'm happy to see Alice and Tej and Damri and Amelie and everyone else being here, Catherine as well, and there's another person of which I don't know the name, that has just joined. Happy to be with you. I'm happy to answer questions for the next 10 minutes if you have any, and then we'll go into a meditation. But today it's all about detox at the physical level, but also letting go of the things that are keeping you stuck into a certain paradigm. So when you're not free from an idea or a concept, you get stuck and your energy is shrinking. So, hi Bogdan. So we recommend you that you declutter yourself from any concept that keeps you in any way stuck in a certain paradigm. We've written this book, the Pranic book, but this is just the first of a three book series. So this is being free from fear. Being free from hunger, sorry. I just jumped to the next one. Being free from hunger, where it describes, the detox methods and how to calm your mind and the mind states and how people have reached that stage where they are nourished by prana. The next one will be being free from fear, right? We are writing it now, but there's still waves of fear that are to be processed on the planet. So that section is not ready yet. The planet is still into that initiation. So while breatharianism and light nourishment is already downloaded on the planet and people have started to experience it, the freedom matrix is still a work in progress. Like literally, where it's being downloaded as we speak. And so it's very important that we have this perspective on what's keeping us in fear and how we can free ourselves from it. Or if it's not fear, the next level, or in the third book of the series, is going to be being free from concepts. So any concept that's keeping you bound to a certain reality and therefore not allowing you to be free, is to be released for you to be on a pranic journey, on a true pranic journey. So any concept that you are struggling with and dwelling in, that you see yourself being bound to in any way, shape or form, just be ready to release it at your own pace, whenever you're ready. There's no limits to what you can do. I see someone asking, can I do something on the dizziness? So I know that you are also experiencing now the flu. So sometimes when you start to detox, the dizziness appears just because there's toxins releasing from your body. But because you also have a flu, dizziness might be amplified by that. I think the things we just said, the detox methods that we just shared, are the things that you can do for dizziness. If you haven't tried them, try them and release as many toxins in your system as possible. You can also do an enema or colonics. That's also good for detox. And also lymph drainage. So you need to move your lymph. That when your body starts detoxing, the toxins are extracted from the blood and they go into the lymph, and the lymph system needs to start releasing them. And if you're not doing so much movement and you're not doing any massage or the float tank or salt baths that I was recommending, the lymph is storing those toxins, and it gives you the sensation that you are wobbly. It can happen. I'm not saying it's your case, but it can happen that way. So what we recommend is that you take something that you can tap yourself with and start activating the lymph system on your body, you know, from head to toes, from here where the lymph nodes are, all the way to the lymph circuitry, you know, on your hands, above and below. Just tap, 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 and also tap here, you know, and on this under armpits, and then all the way down to the legs where you have a lot of lymph circulation around the calves and the thighs. So tap all your body, even with your fist, but lightly, you know, don't hurt yourself. Tap your body. I have a specific bamboo massage thing. It's literally made of bamboo streams, and I tap my whole body with it, and it moves the lymph, because lymph doesn't have a pump like the blood, so it cannot push out the toxins by itself. You have to do movement, and you have to do self-massage, or even a professional lymph drainage massage would do, you know. It's very beneficial for that. And bathing with salt and Epsom salt is also extracting those toxins through the pores of the skin. But mainly move your lymph to start activating the detox in that system, because it's quite powerful in extracting the toxins from the other organs, but it cannot release them by itself. You have to move it. So this is what I feel to answer. And the grounding techniques that I shared in the other webinar that you might want to watch again. I feel hot bath is very with salt and Epsom salt is very beneficial for you. And if you only have shower, do at least for the feet, you know, put your feet in a vessel with hot water and salt and Epsom salt and some oils, right? And give yourself time to rest. You are going through a powerful detox and an upgrade in your system, so it's okay to feel dizzy. Don't fill yourself with foods that aren't beneficial for you, because that will result in more toxins and more dizziness. Don't take animal products during this process. It will not go so well with the energy that we're sharing here, so you might have weird symptoms in your body. And try to, you know, like I said, detox and rest as much as possible. Do healing exercise. You can repeat the meditations that we're doing here, and the healing meditation that we shared the other day with Jasmine, that is very beneficial. And this is mostly what we recommend for that state, you know. And you can take some supplements as well if you're dealing with this thing. For example, make sure that you have some ginseng or ashwagandha for energization, and it helps the immune system and the whole system to revitalize your cells. And try to take also some other supplements that are helping you grow immunity, but not from the drugstore. Try to take it from the whole store or holistic shop, right? Because it's better. So with this, we complete the live on Facebook. We thank you for watching, and on Insta as well. If you want to join the whole process, which is 8 webinars, and with a powerful meditation in each one of them, with very powerful detox systems and energization and declutter at the emotional and mental level, you check the link in the description of the video, or go on our events page at the Pranic Process Online. And now this is also available in video, so if you haven't joined from the beginning, you can still catch up with the videos that we've made, and be with us. Energetically we work on everyone, everywhere, regardless of time frame, so very easy to join. An announcement that is important is that this weekend we join together in the mountains for the spring equinox, a detox and upgrade retreat. We have the cacao ceremony, we have sound healing, we have powerful meditations, we have visits at the important sacred vortexes of Romania, we have a powerful activation of the energy bodies of all participants with new light codes, but as well the energy body of Gaia, which is happening at each equinox, solstice, and powerful portal vortexes events like that. So join us, still time to join. 1 or 2 places are still available. You can bring your kids in this because they are very welcome and they have a discount of 50%, I believe, before the age of 22. So that's awesome to be with, you know, the whole family, and beautiful time together. Thanks. The link for this is also in our events page, soulhealingacademy.com/events, and in bio if you are on Instagram. And those of you who are in other countries, for example, France or somewhere close by, you can take a flight. It doesn't cost much. It's not difficult to travel now to Romania. In Romania, all restrictions are lifted, so we are mask-free, test-free, and everything free. And the events, public and private events, are allowed because we are a healthy country. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the mountains of Romania. Sending you big hugs, and those of you on YouTube, just stay with us. We just complete the Facebook and Insta. Much love to all. We take a